Shalom friends, you wanted the leaf story. I will give you the leaf story. Welcome to Daf Reactions, Bava Metzia 114, part 2. Okay, picking up where we left off. Rabba bar Avu has accidentally discovered Elijah the prophet standing in a cemetery. What was he doing there? None of our damn business. After peppering Elijah with a series of legal questions, Rabba bar Avu then admits to only knowing 4 out of the 6 Mishnaic orders. And Elijah, Eliyahu, he's like, why? Rabba bar Avu is like, I got a job I have to hold down, and I simply do not have time to learn all 6 orders of the Mishnah. In this economy? No. Elijah is like, this is giving me some Rav Kahana deja vu. I gotta solve this man's economic crisis so he can leave me alone to spend my time in cemeteries like I want. Speaking of leaves, an idea. Elijah whisks Rabba bar Avu to the celestial Garden of Eden. He's like, okay, we're gonna fix your brokenness right now. Mow the lawn first. Then take off your cloak, lay it on the ground, and you see all of these heaven leaves lying around? Rake those into a big pile inside of your cloak, like a tarp. Like, imagine a pile of leaves that a golden retriever would love to leap into, okay? I mean, as we do know, Elijah the prophet does have a special affinity for dogs, and it is mutual. Rabba bar Avu does what Elijah says. He rakes up all the leaves, gathers them into his cloak, and then heads for the exit, which is exactly the moment that a heavenly voice emerges from the Garden of Eden's speaker system. Rabba bar Avu, you have been observed taking your reward from the world to come to pay off your student loans. Whomst does that? And this, of course, scares the heck out of him, so he throws up the leaves and runs. When he gets back home, even though he has no more of those leaves, he realizes that his cloak has absorbed the beautiful smell of the leaves of the world to come. And that's when he realizes that Elijah the prophet has given him Febreze. He takes that cloak, and he's able to sell it for 12,000 dinars, a holy fuck shit ton of money. Febreze money. But since he knows he is already borrowing from his own post-life retirement fund, he doesn't want to keep the money. So instead, he donates it to his sons-in-law. Now, I don't know how Rabba bar Avu's finances were after this time, but maybe he learned more that day than just the answers Elijah had given him in the cemetery. Maybe it was something like, heaven is a leaf pile with happy dogs jumping into it. Or perhaps, and this is again only my personal interpretation, do we think the leaves were weed?